Nyssa is solving for the unmentionables of womanhood. It is the phrase that we use to describe what have previously been the hushed realities of being a woman. So from puberty to beyond menopause, we deal with these realities. We deal with these times of transformation and vulnerable times of movement and pain and discomfort. And for years and years, as women, we've been marginalized from the design space. We don't have a lot of products that are built for our bodies. We culturally don't say these words out loud. We don't talk about these realities. And so we're often navigating them in the dark with limited resources and limited products. And for Nyssa, it started for us in our postpartum experience. So we are originally 3 founders, and we all were friends that had businesses together, had worked together previously. And we all had babies within 6 months of each other. And all different postpartum journeys, different experiences, but the same frustration. So no matter how the baby exited, no matter what hospital we were in or birthing center, we were all kind of given these scrappy, disposable, like mesh underwear. It didn't hold ice or heat to our body. It didn't really help us get back to work or help us navigate the postpartum experience. And when we came out of it, we were finally able to kind of look up and take stock. We realized that we felt not only a deep disappointment, but the significant letdown and almost frustration that not only in our 4th trimester, but when we thought about our periods and cysts and fibroids and all these experiences that we had as women, that we continue to have to DIY hack or try to find some sort of solution that helps us navigate. So we thought, if we weren't going to do it, how are we going to see it solved? And so we created Nyssa, and we entered the market basically in 2020. We will end this year with 15 products in market. We have 4 patents and then a number of other IP that is in the works. And really, just to bring that back to our mission, our journeys as women didn't start or end in postpartum. So thinking back then to these other experiences that we've had to kind of work through, either with the help of our friends or our family, or trying to pull little bits of information and try to cobble together solutions. We want to be partners with women throughout life.
How do you see sort of the size of the addressable market? Who is the consumer that you're targeting? And what kind of defines that consumer? What is she like?
There are over 160 million women in the US alone, and the amount of vulnerable times that we'll go through is constant in our lifetime. So over 4 million will give birth this year, and we say statistically, we know that 1 in 3 is dealing with chronic pain or endometriosis, and that's on a regular basis. So for nearly 30 years, every single month, for multiple days in the month, we're dealing with pain and discomfort. And then beyond that, we have the ailments that we're dealing with regularly that again are underdiagnosed and underserved. So we really look at our addressable market in these different segments. When we're thinking about postpartum care, we're talking to women that are approaching their 4th trimester, that are looking for solutions, that are either talking to their medical professionals and asking about how they can navigate that recovery. And we're meeting them at different stages. We do a lot of effort around our content and our resources because as women, we don't always know how to identify that pain we're feeling. We don't always have the language or even know what the next years are going to bring for us.
More broadly, what do you see as some of the biggest challenges that women face today as it relates to their health and wellness?
In no particular order, I will say shifts and changes need to happen in our medical disciplines. The way that our postpartum care has been set up in the last 5 to 8 years is prioritizing baby first. Hugely important. I do not think that babies should not be prioritized, but it has created a curriculum that requires medical disciplines to focus more of their energy, for instance, in the postpartum space, on baby, getting baby fed, on resources that are given. And because of that, we've seen a direct correlation to our postpartum mortality rates. And one does not need to be exclusive of the other. And I think women, that is just one subset, just talking about postpartum care. But in general, women need resources and tools. We need conversation around what our bodies need to feel healthy and feel supported and to be able to recover, but also to maintain health and wellness throughout our lives. We've had tremendous strides in the last decades around recognizing these needs. Only in the past few years have we seen really a shift in categories like products and consumer goods that are really thinking about what women need and what we're looking for. I think the medical disciplines and the cultural conversation needs to catch up to that. And I do feel optimistic seeing some of the push, but there's a huge space there. There's a lot of room.